Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Crazy D's Equipment. So today, we're going to get back to work on the funk conversion. So let's see what we can get done today. Okay guys, so here's the plan for the day, alright? So, Tyler Hoover gave me this carburetor. I don't know if it'll work or not. I've been told by some people it will. I've been told by some people it won't. We're going to figure that out when we get to that point. So, that's the carburetor. I ran over to CarQuest. I got a bunch of other stuff for here. So we got new plugs and wires. I haven't looked at these, and I'm really hoping these aren't the ones I got to build them, because I really hate those. So, but anyways, all right. So we got that. New cap, stay, cap, got it. Okay, new coil, because I'm going to just go ahead and replace it and put it to a 12-volt coil. I have no idea what that coil is, and it's about 60 years old, and who knows if it's any good or not. And then I went and got everything for inside the distributor. Let's go ahead, let's just be safe. Let's just replace it new. So replace all the points and all that stuff there. So, and then like I said, I don't know if those plugs are any good or not, but again, they're older than the Mayflower, so let's just go ahead and put all new plugs in there and get that done. I just went with auto lights. I think they'll do fine. So the only thing I'm thinking honestly here, guys, is that's a lot to do, and it makes me really wish that the doc was here. Doc! Very good. Hey, little brother.
Yes. What you doing today?
Thank you for coming in.
What are we doing?
It's been very lonely in this shop without you here recently. And Juniorman's help.
He's help.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. So here's the deal. I want to get the funk going. I went and got all the parts that we talked about a while back that we needed, and I'm hoping that we can get all this done. And today, now the question here is the carburetor. I don't know if it'll work or not, and I don't know if we can modify it to work. I was told by the old hot rod guys that you can put a V8 carburetor on a flathead straight 6, and I was told by the bunch of old car guys it's not possible. There ain't anything you can do. So I don't know what we're going to need to do there if we can make that work, but I think we can try, and all your great knowledge and wonderfulness, but I really, really, really like to see this whole thing going. And then once we get this part all finished up and I've done an oil change and stuff on it, we still got this tire to change, and I got a tire over there that I dragged out of the back that we need to fix the valve stem on it, and hopefully we can get it done and put it on this tractor, and we can give it a test drive and see if we can do burnouts with the Sherman shift transmission. Woohoo! Sherman shift! So, but anyhow, so what do you say to that?
I say let's
Get to work?
see what we can do. Yeah.
Get to work?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Get to work. Oh, it's so good to have you back. Alrighty. Where do you want to start? Plugs and wires? Rotor and cap?
Yeah, he rotor and cap.
Rotor and cap and plugs and wires, and work our way up from there and take on the carburetor last but least. So, in this wonderful, muggy, wonderful day. So, all right. Well, let's do a tool run and find a stool for you so you don't have to bend over here, and let's get started.
So, pull off the bug to the other side.
Here comes that old familiar feeling, just like yesterday. Got nothing new to talk about, got nothing new to say. Anyway,
Here, need to get a wrench for. That's
I fell in love with a girl downtown.
it might be 5/16, I think. So I'll be right back.
Hard and cold, the sticks and stars, they put me here today. Hooray. Gonna leave for a while, walk out the door, forget my troubles and move to Memphis, maybe change my name. Since you left me crying at your door, I'll never be the same. I'll never be the same.
These are the old ones, and they're torched. I mean, they're not even at a point that you could even clean them up. So I'm happy that Crazy D got me new ones. So those are your points, and they're ready to go in.
We walked a while on down the street with those pretty eyes of yours. You took me down onto the ocean and kissed me on the shores. You told me then that we've reached the end, neath that setting sun. I hate you so much, I stole your bicycle. It's all said and done, now honey, you won. Gonna leave for a while.
We got the points back in. On all that's left now is we need to put the condenser back, the new condenser in, and then from there we're going to go and put the bug in, put the cap on, the new cap on, and then we're going to go the plug wires, and then from there we're on seeing what the carburetor is going to work or not. So I think it's time to let's go back to work.
Hey, Doc,
Yes.
before you go back to work, do you know what you call a chicken that crossed the road?
What?
Poultry in motion.
So this is the old one here, and I'm going to replace it mainly because one, Crazy got me a new one here, and that these here a lot of the times can be a reason why you don't have spark. If it's not your coil, then it's most of the time it's this, and all it really does is kind of amplifies your spark. So we're going to get it changed here. So let's get to it.
So everything in there is looking pretty much its age, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much so far. I don't remember if I mentioned earlier, but this little bolt here is, on this one, is a 5/16. So now, see, it should be marked. Set these down here. I need this out of the way. We'll do the coil next. Oh, hey, Crazy D, you got my cat. Yeah, this is. Oh good, that's marked. That's wonderful. So is that one. That's great. So let's go ahead while we're right here. I think we're gonna head. Okay. Well, fine. We'll do it that way. Okay. Which I think they're the same size as here. Or are they bigger? Bigger? They both are bigger. Okay. Those are bigger. They're probably somewhere in the 32nd family. So I'm going to use the little crescent wrench. That should be marked positive. Okay, that. See, this is in. Wow. This is the old one. And as you can tell, it's been there a while. So set that one aside so I can show you the. And here is our replacement. There's our replacement. And that one, the old one, had battery and that was all it said on it, I believe. Yes. It says battery and distributor. So I'm gonna have to use my little crescent wrench here again. I'm going to, for this wire here, I like to put them on the positive side, and then we'll put the wire that comes out of the distributor on the negative side. That's that. No. Put it in the bug.
Doc, on the back of this old coil it says, for guidelines,
Yeah.
system. If using a negative ground system, you must reverse your distributor and battery
Oh,
on top of coil. I'm guessing this thing's probably from the 70s. I'm betting you that's how long it's been on there.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure.
When it has a screw on for the
Yeah.
spark plug cable,
Yeah.
where you can screw it on. I mean, I haven't seen that. I don't even know. I can't even think of the last time I seen that.
Yeah, me neither. So, ready. So, where is? Do we have any of my old plugs, my new old stock, over there still? Good, because those you can take back, because they're nowhere close. So, guys, I'm going to have to use some new old stock that I have. The ones Crazy D got me aren't quite correct because, as you can see on the, I'll twist that down a little. You can see on this one that you have ends that go in. So this end will slide down inside the cap. Well, the ones they had sent us, the best way to show it, we'll use Mr. Spark Plug here. And either end will go on like that. So those won't slide down, won't make contact with the distributor cap. So I have to use some old new stock that I have. So I figured I'd share that with you guys before I got too far into things. So you can see here, that one it goes in, it's got connection now. I take this one and it does nothing. It don't go on, it won't go in. It's designed to clip on to a post and not slide into a, what did you call it? We'll call it a slot.
Yeah.
So
it is made for a modern, they're made for a modern like points system where
Right.
you have a coil pack and not the
Mid-80s.
old caps.
yeah,
So that $6 for 5 boxes of old new stock spark wires was a good buy.
did we pay that much for them?
Yeah, I bet $6 for them.
Okay.
And it was a box clear for them, and we've used them now on
Everything.
8 or 9 tractors. They're what's on the D10 Alice. They're what went on what we had to use on the Ford 2000.
Mm-hmm.
They went on several different tractors. I can't even remember them all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sold 2 boxes to a guy in Australia so he could rebuild some car. So yeah.
I wanted something to look more original than what he could get from
Yeah,
the
he
parts
wanted
store.
that original look. So, and I do kind of like that because you can't get them in that color anymore. They don't come that old school orange anymore.
No.
So
I know, guys, it's a little long, but that's all I got.
I think
right
we
now.
stole the coil plug out of that last
Set.
box anyways.
I think that's in the D10.
It might be on the D10,
I think
yeah.
that's what I did with it.
So I guess I'll pay
Puppy.
attention to what's on trailers again. I'm out of old new stock spark plug wires.
Yeah. There.
What was that
Oh.
horrendous sound, Dan?
What horrendous?
Was that just your stool?
That was me moving. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you broke something. You scared me.
So, okay. This is where it gets. This can go. These are gonna go. They ain't bad, no. Not too bad.
Wasn't too bad.
No. Okay. Now it's time.
What does that box say those spark wires are for? It's on the lid. It's on a piece of tape on the lid. The old man had.
Says 8-cylinder, 72 to 78 Dodge truck.
They'll work on an 48 Ford 6-cylinder, which would have been a Ford truck engine anyway. So yeah, they'll do the trick.
Looks like we got them all. Maybe get a zip tie or something on that to help.
They look good on there. I like that old original orange look on it.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity. I noticed laying on top of the flathead is a bug.
Yes, that's the old one.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you not put that inside the distributor, Dan?
That's the old one.
Okay. All right. Now for the. Where are we at now, kiddo?
I'm ready for.
Opening up the carb.
Um.
Distributor's done.
Yeah, we gotta do.
Well, you gotta put new plugs in, don't you?
Yeah, we gotta do plugs. I want to do plugs next, and then work my way to that side. So.
Okay.
I need to go get.
We'll get some
a
tubes.
plug socket and some a ratchet and stuff. So.
Go get some tools.
So. I'm gonna work at pulling the spark plugs. That's it.
Plugs,
Mm-hmm.
wires.
Yep.
Still need to run that one through there, I guess. But rotor cap, all the innards, coil, done. So now what do you want to do? Where we want to go from here?
So I'm not sure. I know we're about pretty much to the far side over there to the like the carburetor and stuff. So
Okay, so all right, hand me the carburetor.
I gotta go get it because I moved
Where'd you
it.
move the carb to? Looked this over and we talked about this, and this carb is not going to work. So let's go to work. Let's have you pull off that carb. Let's see how bad it is. I really wanted to put a new one on, but let's just see how bad the original is before I decide what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Well,
If I need to get you a kid, I'll get you a kid. If not,
we'll see what we got.
you know, I don't know. I have no idea what I want to do. So go ahead and work your magic, Hawk, and we'll take it from there.
Yep. So I'm gonna take the choke off, take the throttle linkage there, and these. There goes that. And now to the 9/16 bolts. It was there. Almost there. So, there it is. And I don't know where my people went. I think it's gonna need a kit. Because its gasket's coming apart. So we're definitely gonna need at least a kit because the gasket's starting to deteriorate right here. Other than that, of course, it's set with all that old gas in there, so we have to make sure the jets are clear. But yeah. Hey, Dave. So we got it off.
Yeah.
I've already sold everybody what I come across, but we're going to need at least a gasket kit if we decide to rebuild this thing.
Okay.
It's kind of in your wheelhouse and your parts.
Okay, so I did some research on these. I could buy a brand new carburetor for about $300, which would be probably the best, but I can get a kit for about $65 and have you soak this thing and rebuild it. My only concern is how long did this thing sit in the barn? And it had that lid on it, but it really wasn't covered very good. So how much barn dust and stuff? I could get you get you a bucket of the dip, and you could dip it and let it soak for a little while and see what happens and see if it cleans up. I mean, and then there's the whole other thing. Your track record of carburetors is not the best. I mean, you even have to admit that. You've had some carburetor issues you're a diesel tech. You're not really a carburetor tech. And a automotive carburetor is different than a tractor carburetor. I mean, you can rebuild 8N and farm all H's and M carburetors all day. that's different than what they got. So, I mean, it's kind of your call what you want me to do. My pocketbook says buy the kit and have you rebuild it. Common sense tells me buy the new carburetor, but I'll have to order one in. And I was really hoping Hoovies would work. That was really cool that Tyler gave us the carburetor off the Woody, but unfortunately it won't work. And you were right. We were looking at the fact that maybe the base will unbolt from this and it would bolt onto that. And several of my hot rod buddies said, oh, you can put a V8 carburetor on a straight 6. That's how they build the whatever cars. But you can do that, but you have to, after we did some more research this afternoon over lunch, you have to change out this deal on top of the manifold,
Yeah.
for it'll bolt up. And well, that don't work at all. And then also I noticed, yeah, you could change the stud pattern too, and I think you have to change the adapter plates.
Yeah.
And all kinds of stuff, and I didn't know that. So, I mean, I guess we're not going to go that direction. So, that was fun. That was a fun thought for about the 5.5 minutes that it lasted. I was like, oh boy, souped up hot rod, 90 horsepower funk conversion. So, but. And then we still got to clean the fuel tanks out because they're still full of that old fuel. I need to have Junior Mint pull them out of the hood and power wash them and everything else, and then we'll get them back up in the hood and stuff. This thing needs an oil change. Let's just get the 80-year-old oil out of it before we try to start it. We need to figure out if the other day when Junior Mint was being a little rough, if he hurt the radiator or not and stuff. So. But anyway, so I'm kind of going off on a tangent there. I didn't mean to, but I guess it's your call. What do you feel the best on this? I know I'm making you think and make decisions.
I know it's
your least favorite thing to do.
I'm kind of leaning towards maybe replacement carburetor,
Just
or
have me order a new carb.
I think so.
I mean, that's what I've been saying all along, and I just haven't done it. I guess the cheapskate in me just makes it hard to let go of the money to buy a brand new carburetor.
Yeah.
So okay, well then I guess that's what I'll do. And if we get it done, we'll get it done. So, but
honestly, the only other we could do is. And it would almost not be worth it, but I would say it'd be smart if we decide not to do new carburetors, find somewhere that could send this out to, or because that's way more complicated than an M's carburetor, carb, or an H, or so forth.
And I can talk to Mr. Goodpliers and see maybe he might have a carb that's ready to go, or I can talk to Joe or somebody.
Yeah.
Knowing Mr. See what they got or something. So, all right. So, I'll get this part figured out for you. So, that wraps that up. So, I guess we go from there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, we made a little ground on the funk conversion today. We got all the electrical. Well, we got all the spark stuff taken care of today. Got to figure out the carburetor thing, and I'll work on that throughout the week. It was really, really good the day that had the doc back, and it was really nice. So, but the doc's been off doing his own thing for a little bit, but let me, Doc, why don't you explain to them a little bit about what you've been up to?
So what I've been up to is I am in the process of getting things geared up to do my own channel. So it's going to be kind of a lot like what we've been doing here with Crazy D. Except I'm going to go into maybe what tools you'll need and kind of into step by step, a little more in depth than we're able to do over here on Crazy D's channel. And so it's, and in fact, I might be even kind of venturing onto some other stuff. Like I know I have some pieces of equipment I need to do some work on, and so,
Work on some
and
of the
then
baler
of
work
course
you need to
still
do. Yeah.
work with and I think what we discussed about starting some stuff here and then going into more depth on my channel,
Like-
or
For an example here, I got an 300 round nose case that came in, and I think what about doing is here in a couple weeks we'll probably introduce the tractor to you, and we'll do a walkthrough video with the dock, and then I'll get all the stuff together and we'll send it, and then the dock will take it from there, and he will walk you through on how to replace all the hoses and tune the carburetor and whatever else the old hunk of poo needs. So,
Yeah.
and that kind of gives you guys a little bit deeper ideal, or for you guys, because here I'm kind of trying to, I kind of want you to come in not running, you wiggle your nose, poof, it runs, let's get it done, get it out. And that way you can give these guys a little bit more in depth of why you think that's what's wrong and
Yeah.
how they can fix it. And what, like you said, what tools and et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
that'll be
what
interesting for you to be able to do. So the interesting thing is he's going to try to be editing and all that himself of this channel.
Yeah.
So at first, guys, bear with him. Learning,
Yeah.
big learning curve,
It's-
isn't it?
it is more work than you think there is to doing your own channel, especially being a one-man band.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot. Some of these YouTubers out there that that put out a video a day. I don't know how they do it. Well, I think it's a lot that it's the only thing they do, and they can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to run a business and everything else. We're doing good sometimes to get a video out a week. So I don't know how get a video edited, get a video day edited, a video filmed, a subject matter for every single day. That's something else. That's crazy.
Well, for me, it's helping at the farm, and
Yeah, you're out at the farm and stuff. So some of the videos you'll kind of do here. Some of the videos you'll do at the farm. Some of the videos you'll do wherever you do the videos.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. So that's something to look forward to, guys. So the doc will be back on this. The doc will be back, like we mentioned, the 300. He'll be back for a few other projects that are coming in. And like I said, some of them he might start with us and finish elsewhere. So when he's fully up and running, we'll let you know, and we'll get you guys sent over there if you want to go check that out, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, I will see you next time, and the doc will see you soon. Right?
right.
Right.